Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. We haven't seen y'all since our end of the year vacation, or end of the summer vacation, I guess, to Ocana over in Oklahoma City. So we are headed out on a big day this year. It's New Year. It's January 3rd now, and we are headed into Tulsa because we're starting this year off with a 1 month grocery trip. So we'll do all of our shopping for the month today. Well, not all. That's not true. We'll still have to get little vegetables, things like that won't make it the whole month. Odds and ends. But the majority of everything will be purchased, picked up today. So we're going to Sam's, Walmart, Aldi, Michael's, and the Red Barn, which is a local place we have here. It sells building supplies and such. I need a piece of wood to make a bow mount for our bedroom. But it's been a very calm, easy fall into winter. We haven't really done much since our trip to Ocana, other than trip to Texas and the holidays and such. So we haven't anything to film, so we haven't. I have been out hunting, taken 5 deer so far this year, so we're doing really well on that front. So as we go through this, you won't see us buy as much meat as you would expect, and that's why, because we eat off of the deer I take. Hopefully for the majority of the year this year. We ate from October to May last year on 3 deer. So I'm hoping we make it a fair bit further into the year this year. Maybe all the way, that'd be cool. So, but we put a lot of legwork in. She's put a lot of legwork in here in the past couple weeks, getting this all ready. So we've gone in. She made the recipe list for the month, for the meal plan, and then a shopping list and an Excel sheet. And then we've gone through, we've pulled pricing from Sam's, Walmart, and we made a trip to Aldi yesterday to get prices for everything there. So we can go through and compare, and it spits out a list of where each thing that we need is going to be the cheapest for the quantity we need. So that's what we're doing today. So we'll drag y'all along. I thought I had my batteries charged for my little camera, but I pulled them all out and they were all at like 1 or 2%. So we're just doing this on the phone today, which is okay. I prefer the audio anyway. But right now we're going to pick up the eldest, Sand Springs, and then we're headed to where first? Where else? Michael's?
Yeah, we just need cardstock at Michael's.
Okay, so we get some cardstock there.
It's not really part of our grocery.
We'll do some shopping. Our budget's just under $600 for the entire month this trip. Because I spent $12 yesterday on stuff for dinner last night. But yeah, we good. Yeah, the goal is to do this for all 12 months of the year. That's her goal. And so just something to think about. The name for this channel doesn't really fit in. Calling it Hidden Hollow Homestead. I love Hidden Hollow Homestead. It's where we live still. But we're not really doing a lot on the property anymore. We don't have any big plans for any big projects. We'll garden. We have the rabbits and so on. But there's nothing big happening. So I really think we need to come up with a better name for the channel than that. Because that just doesn't reflect what we're doing. The biggest thing we have coming up this year is we have another cruise. It's the best content, or the best performing content we've ever done was Embarkation Day.
It's with his family, so there's 13 of us going.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, so I've got, my parents are going, my sister's going, my nephew, her boyfriend, all of our kids.
The 2 nephews.
Both nephews, because we got a new one. My niece. A whole bunch of us. We're all on the same ship. We're on, all in the same hallway.
All of our kids are going. I can't tell you the last time we had a vacation with all of our kids. Probably the road trip.
Yeah, the big road trip when they were like 10. Our oldest was 10. A long time ago. But we're all going on Symphony of the Seas in September. So that'll be exciting when we get around to that. But we got a while to go yet before then. So I've tossed around the idea of going back to a rambling redhead, which is what this channel was briefly. That's what I like to do. And that's why we're 4 minutes in already, is I'm sitting here rambling. But I don't know. If you have ideas, let me know. But we'll pick you guys back up when we get to our first grocery stop. Because I don't think y'all need to see us picking up some card stock. Alright guys, first stop, Sam's. So the list isn't too big here. Rice, sugar, brown gravy, breadcrumbs, coffee, gummies. Oh, I don't know how this list works. It's just a piece of paper. But anyway, so yeah. Oh, actually, a lot of the stuff it looks like that was on the Sam's list, we're not getting at Sam's because the quantities were too big.
Yeah, basically.
So apparently we don't need a gallon of extra virgin olive oil. So yeah, we'll see what we can find around here. It's a little early yet. They don't start samples until 11. It's only 10:30. So we are currently being hunted by the floor cleaner. This is like the 4th interaction we've had with it now.
Really puts it off.
These clankers, between these and the ones at QT, just make my life difficult. Like, why did he come over here? He just passed a whole store that could have been cleaned. Where are you going? What are you doing? Taking jobs from hardworking Americans, I'll tell you. But we did find trash bags for 9 cents per bag, so that's a pretty good deal. Though I did find 33-gallon bags over there for 3 cents. But it would take me a millennia to go through 1,000 bags in my shop trash can. But 3 cents, pretty good. Yeah, I can imagine it'll take quite a while to go through those 200. Theoretically, it's at least a year's worth. That's 4 a week. That'd be pretty good. It's going pretty well. Picked up all our seasonings and a little bit of everything so far.
We don't feel bacon.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's one of the samples they're doing today is going to be the bacon.
Oh, okay.
They like sampling bacon. Goes well. Going through the cold wall. They have some produce in here, mushrooms and stuff. But we're making some transitions in our seasoning. So we're going to, right now we have like a electric salt and pepper grinders that we use for everything, but it takes forever to get enough salt to season like a pot of beans. So we're going to a big bottle of salt and a big bottle of ground pepper for cooking. And then we're going to use those grinders for seasoning. They'll be table versus flat. But it's really convenient to have the list. So I made it in Google Sheets on the laptop at home. But I have my laptop and my phone are both Android or Google. They're linked together. The account is, so I can just pull it up on my phone. So we've had some questions already, like with the mac and cheese, whether was that really cheaper to get the Velveeta brand mac and cheese here in the cups versus the Aldi brand that we would normally buy for my nephew. But we're able to pull up the spreadsheet here on my phone, and I can just skip right through it. So that was really convenient. So we're doing pretty well. Oh, she's telling him yesterday my nephew wanted an apple, so I bought him a bag of apples while we were walking around the store. And he eats it like a madman, though. He starts at the stem and works his way down. It's bizarre, but you know, children. So I'm a big kiwi fan. I love kiwis, and these are my favorite. They don't always have them, but the golden kiwis. But today they have a red kiwi. I've never seen a red kiwi before, so that's kind of interesting. So we're gonna pick those up this time, and we're going to look at some pork loin right now. So they sell the full pork loins here, the large. It's like 6 pounds or something like that. They're big, but we cut them ourselves because we cut our own meat all the time anyway. And it's a lot cheaper to buy a loin, and then I'll cut it into small loins for the crock pot because we're only feeding 3 people. Breakfast pork chops, lunch pork chops. It's a way better deal to cut your own chops out of pork loin, and it's super easy. You just need a big sharp knife.
Those aren't badly cut.
Yeah. So this is, and you can see it right there. In that pack of pork chops, they've literally just taken one of these pork loins and run it through the dicer. But how much are those a pound?
$3.68.
Yeah, so $3.68 a pound versus $2.48 a pound, and they literally just took this to an automated knife that cuts it up. And then you get $3 a pound, basically $2.98 for these little bitty pork loins. But I can take one of these, split it right there, cut that into 2 meals worth of pork chops, and still have a pork loin to go into the freezer. So that's usually how we like to buy pork, given the option. Yeah. And because we're only feeding 3 people off of these, we can also conveniently buy the cheaper, smaller ones. That one was $19. This one's $17. So, doing pretty good. I like Sam's. The only problem with shopping at Sam's is our house is small, 516 square feet. So finding a place to store all this stuff can be a challenge. We do have 3 freezers, 2 refrigerators, so that helps. But we could put it at my son's place, but he'll eat it, so it doesn't really help us any, but it is good for him. All right, all loaded up. Doesn't take up much room when you actually bag it up. That's nice. And we are now headed to get gas, drop off this meat to my nephew so he can make some deer jerky with his fiance's new dehydrator she got for Christmas. And then we're headed to get some Mexican food, my favorite. Well, things have gone off the rail. We dropped off that meat to my nephew and stopped in at this little Mexican restaurant that we were passing on the way back to go to Aldi. And happened to notice there's a little bookstore next door. Well, turns out it's not little. This place is gigantic. So my wife is now lost somewhere in here looking for, who knows what, books for my nephew, I assume. We've got a full Shilton's and Hilton, and not Hilton, what are they called? Shilton's and Haynes manual section. So you know they got everything here. This is the green section. Golf books. Golf books are green. So just a used bookstore. They have comics, they have DVDs, they have video game books. Just a quick stop in. It was unexpected, a little side quest. But yeah, next up we're gonna hit Aldi, and we got a lot to get there. The majority of our items still ended up coming from Aldi. And you guys don't let me forget, at the end of this, I'm going to show you all the spreadsheets so you can kind of see how we're doing this and making these choices. Alright, well, I'm just kind of meandering, and this place is huge. It's called Gardner Books, and it's really well organized. So I just want to show you. I usually look for things like in the, like prepper books, survival books, things like that. Stuff that kind of I find interesting in big apocalypse sci-fi audiobooks. But this is how well the section I most commonly find myself in is organized. We got equine, zoology, activism, wildlife, farming, famous pets, animal rescues, pet loss, cats, just craft stuff. This place is huge. I walked through 2 more buildings before I got down to this one. Got some hunting stuff here. And let's see, there was a lady, I was in her way earlier, but over here in the cooking section, we have the most important thing you'll find in any cooking store. The Rachel Ray department with our lady Rachel Ray. But yeah, just fast, easy, sugar, low salt, beer and mixed drinks, breads, baking. What a cool, we got a romance section as well. That's just super cool. There's another Hulk. They have 2 of these. Anyway, just a super cool bookstore we've randomly stumbled across. Another quick stop for freeloader feed. We have 10 chickens. They eat a bag of this stuff a month or so, every 3 weeks, something like that. And we've gotten 1 egg this month, in the last month. So that's pretty good. Great return on investment on those guys. This is all we need here. Just some feed for them real quick. Next up, Aldi, finally. Oh, we're getting some itty bitty sticks of asparagus. I was hoping the box in the back would be slightly better. It's not. Y'all see this world's smallest asparagus? Look at this. Like pixie sticks. Anyway, we finally made it Aldi. So we'll pick up all of the majority of our stuff is from here. The Aldi list is pretty extensive. So,
Needed 2 cards.
yeah, we got 2 carts so Damien can get himself some stuff for the week as well. But yeah, doing pretty good so far. It's not too bad. We've made it to 152. So,
What is 152?
the time. We're doing pretty good. I'm going to try and stick to the list as best as I can without picking up some other stuff, but I always do, so it won't be too bad though. Snackies.
Buckets.
So normally we buy our cheese here at Aldi. We buy this extra sharp. That one.
There's clear on that.
But with our meat grinder that we got for Christmas, it has a cheese slicer attachment and cheese grater attachment. So we bought 2 of the giant 5-pound blocks from Sam's that we're going to load up in there and just grind and slice our own cheese out of it this time, which we used to do. We do all our own grinding, but anyway, I love Aldi. It makes shopping so much simpler when it's just this limited selection of stuff instead of a million different options. All right, we've made it to the middle of the store. We've only had to go backwards 3 times. We're doing pretty good. Here's the update.
I forgot the yeast packets over there.
We're doing pretty good. I haven't added anything to the cart yet, so good on me. Damien is bored doing donuts with his cart in the middle of the aisle.
Oh, and
We almost missed the egg noodles.
well, because we don't normally buy egg noodles.
Here they are. $1.74 bag egg noodles. We don't normally eat egg noodles. I'm not a huge fan of egg noodles, but we're gonna have them in some stroganoff. Never mind. I thought we were having the cavatelli and chicken noodle soup, and that was for stroganoff. Yeah, this is cavatapia. This is my favorite pasta. It's the pasta they have at CC's for the soup, which is my favorite soup. Get some bars. Anyway, it's pretty busy in here, so I haven't pulled out the camera because a lot of folks don't want to be on the camera. But we're doing pretty good. We're trucking right along. Looks like we'll probably be home before 5, which is cool. Because we gotta figure out how to put all this stuff away. Because, reminder, our house is tiny. Update: I've stolen Damien's cart because my wife stole our cart. I thought this was going to work. I was going to push the cart and then she was going to just throw things in there. We were going to book it through here. It has not worked out that way. He's trying to eat healthier, so he's getting some rice and some chicken because he's tired of eating deer for every meal. Hey, we packed you up a bunch more deer in half-pound packs. Get you another 6 pounds. Why'd you do that?
Because I can.
It's not polite.
What do you want your 2026 planner then?
No, I'm looking for a 2024.
It's got planner belongs to.
Yeah, we like that. We like that.
Days to remember.
Oh, good.
Birthdays, Christmas and stuff.
Yeah.
Reference calendar.
Oh, good. Anything good on there?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
Life is tough, my darling. But so are you.
Yeah. Same.
What is April's affirmation? Happiness is homemade. No, it's not. It's tacos. From Taco Bell.
What if you make them at home?
From Taco Bell.
Oh, gotcha.
Enjoy it now. Merry Christmas.
And that's your 2026 review of the Aldi planner
Random planner that was on the
chocolate aisle and coffee aisle.
on the
Fascinating. Update: still shopping. Also, another update: I haven't added anything to the cart yet. Doing really well. Uh-oh. She can't find something she's looking for. Squatting. Standing. And we're walking. Update: my cart's been taken away.
No, we're not doing this.
Giving up on my cart. He thought I was going to push him in that cart. That silly goose. Alright, so finished Aldi at $204 and some change. So it's looking like we are going to go over the $600 budget, but we'll figure that out at the end. Figure out how far off we are and how that's going to help us in the next couple of months because we were off this month. So we'll see. Alright, well, we've made it to the Wally World. It's packed in here as usual. Pick up the last few things on the list. I have to catch up with her to get the list, but so far we're doing okay. Did some math, figured out we thought we had less than $100 left. We have over $100 left in the budget for the month, so we're doing pretty good. Here's the list. So not a ton. A bunch of stuff's already been crossed off or X'd out. So yeah, all in all, we're doing okay. Back of the van's looking real full. Love to see that. You think we're doing okay?
We're doing okay.
We're doing okay. Gonna be all right. All right. Update. We have Damien's snack in here, Damien's liquor in here because he drinks like a girl, and my trash bags. Everything else so far, we're looking pretty good. Are we still mostly on? Oh, and we got a candle. She's determined she's going to eat the candle so it doesn't have it can go in the budget. Here, you guys want to smell? Open it. Isn't that nice?
Lovely.
So, are we on track or no?
Not lovely.
I don't know.
Guess. I guess we're on track. I think we're doing pretty good. All right, it's now 3:22. We need 2 things from the registers. Check out, and we're done. For the most part, it looks like we found everything we were after. So we're doing pretty good there. And we'll get this all unloaded at the house, and we'll let you see the whole thing and kind of talk about exactly how much we ended up spending. All right, update. There it all is. It all fit. And that bag back there is just bags. So, well, my son's been outsmarted by a cart return yet again. But we're going to drop him off and headed home to unload all this mess. All right, well, you get it all out of the back of the van. It takes a lot more space. All right, so what did you end up saying the final numbers ended up?
So it ended up being $624 with everything. So my sister had me buy beef sticks, so I took out the money she sent me for that. And our son bought a thing of spices from Sam's, and I took out the money for that. So it was just $624. And then when you took out, like, we bought energy drinks when we left Walmart. He bought some trash bags. I bought a candle. Stuff that wasn't part of our grocery haul. It was $607. Now, we did not buy, I want to say it was 4 things, because we don't need them till week 4, and there are stuff that will go bad by then. But we did talk about, like, collard greens. Walmart had like a gigantic bag. We don't need a gigantic bag. We just wanted them as a side. But I did end up buying like 5 pounds of carrots. So we'll just switch them. Because why not? We didn't need the collard greens. They weren't like an ingredient. They were a side. So we'll just switch them and roast carrots. It's not a big deal. But yes, we're looking at only $607. But we will sit and go through and show you like what all we bought in bulk that will not have to be bought next month.
Like those.
Like trash bags. I'm not using
Head and Shoulders.
200 trash bags in a month. I may not even use 200 trash bags in a year. But what we'll end up doing is writing the date on the box. If we get to the point where we don't need the box, I do have the receipt saved on my Sam's app. So, yeah. But Head and Shoulders, that will last 6 months.
I don't need a lot of soap anymore. Look at this. That's ridiculous. I'll tell you right there. It's not a problem.
Laundry soap we won't need. Dish tabs we won't need. I bought 78 dish tabs today for $10. I don't do 78 loads of dishes in my dishwasher in a month. We do, I don't know, we'll do 30. 20, maybe? 25? Maybe, because I don't always run it on the weekends. But I do run it every morning during the week. But yeah, those kind of things are going to last multiple months. So it'll be interesting to see how close we are to not going over come February. February will be interesting because we have a whole turkey to use. So we're going to get this all unpacked and make sure we got everything. Okay. Got it all out, laid out. Let us show you everything. We believe we have everything but couple little items for the entire month. Here's everything we got. All right. So dog food. So because we live in a tiny house, we bought the 16-pound. I don't want you to come for me for the type of dog food we buy. That's what him and the cat eats. Hims is the problem. Hims is the problem. He likes the mini bits. Yeah. You can't always find it.
It's got to be these because he got a little mouth.
And then the cat eats that as well. We've tried cat food. It will only eat out of the bowl with the dog. Yeah. So wherever my cat went, he doesn't like cat food. He doesn't want his own bowl. He just wants to share the big feeder that they have. They have one of these big auto feeders down there. Okay. So but that's what we get. The other size up from that is 45 pounds. I don't have a way to store 45 pounds of dog food. So we should end up having to buy another bag. But my son paid for it this time because technically that's his dog.
But just as a reminder, this is our house. This is the whole of it. 16 foot wide, 32 foot long. And the majority of our storage is this pantry that also has our washer and dryer and water heater in it. So everything has to fit in here for the most part. We start flour there. Nothing's in that one right now. And then the dog and cat food will go in the bottom there. So just as a refresher, that's what our storage system looks like. And the old fridge over there. And then we have a fridge in the shop as well.
And a freezer.
And a freezer.
That will be you.
But the freezer in the shop's currently full. Oh, you mean the fridge freezer, yeah. Because the freezer's full of deer.
Yes. Okay.
So anyway.
But laundry pods, it's 130. Should last us a couple of months. Same with dish soap. Same with coffee filters.
Yeah, that is 2 years worth of coffee filters, more than likely, give or take.
Of course, feminine products, trash bags. This is 200 trash bags. We are not going to use, we'll see how long it takes us. It'll be forever. Same with this. This is about a month of toilet paper and paper towels. We buy the cheap stuff because we have a septic system. We also have a septic pump. So it's got to be able to get pumped up into our septic line to go to the septic system. So yes, we buy the cheap stuff.
And we live. So our septic system, it runs through the house like a normal septic, and then there's a tank underneath our house. There's a pump that pumps over to the primary system that's, I don't remember, I think it's 120 feet that way, that it has to pump it through a line into the remainder of the system that's over there. So we don't use Charmin. We use, they're 99 cents, 25 cents a roll.
Yeah.
For it's the cheapest septic safe toilet paper you can buy. It's not the best toilet paper in the world, but I've used Leaves in the Woods, so it's way better than that.
We got dish tabs. We got the bags that we needed. I do believe I needed quart bags, but they didn't have any. But I do have some quart bags, so it's not like I'm really out. 78 things in pods in the dishwasher. So this is going to last us multiple months. Even if I were to do
2 loads a day.
A load a day, we're still looking at 2.5 months worth of pods. These are the trash bags he got to go to the shop. Over here is our meat. We mentioned earlier that we do live primarily on deer meat this time of year.
And rabbit.
And rabbit. We do have 2 rabbits. And
they're right there.
No, we have 2 rabbits in the freezer.
Yeah.
From the last batch that we butchered, they are girls that we just bought, which we have not introduced yet. We bought them a week or 2 ago for Christmas. My Christmas gift to myself. But they will be ready to mate at the end of March, early April, which we will be out of freezing temperatures. We don't want to freeze any babies out. So we did buy some. We have 1 meal for chicken this time. 2 meals, but I'm using some of the...
So we buy a lot of these rotisserie chickens, and we're going to weigh these because she says that the Sam's Club ones are bigger, but the Walmart cold ones are cheaper. Because they're the day old, basically.
Yeah.
Rotisserie chicken. So we're going to weigh those and find out. But she'll regularly buy these, and she'll strip them down and just bag up the meat. And then she can make broth with the bones, and then she'll use them for her lunches and things like that.
Right.
As well as... Because she's here every day of the week.
Yes. So I will get roughly, I don't know, about 100 ounces out of 1 chicken of broth, which will get us through the month. If not, I bought 3, so what we'll end up doing is stripping them all down, freezing the bones. I'll make the first batch and then of broth, and when I need broth again, we will make more broth. But essentially, you're paying $5 for the chicken. And the stuff for broth, because broth is just the bones, water, and I put a bay leaf in there. I don't know why I put a bay leaf one day. Someone told me to put a bay leaf in there, so now I do. This chicken will last us 1 meal, and then we're going to put the rest of it in the freezer for next month. The same goes for the pork loin. We'll cut those into pork chops enough for 1 meal and freeze the rest. It was only $19, so this will go for multiple meals for us. We have a few meals of smoked sausage, a few meals of Italian.
There's some sandwich meat, some pepperoni.
Oh, there is sandwich meat. He put my nephew's pizza bagels up here. So several of these things are my nephew's foods. because I keep him about 8 hours a day. And I buy what he likes. So you'll see pizza bagels, you'll see snacks,
Mac and cheese,
chicken fries, chicken nuggets. So like the popcorn chicken, we bought this for a meal, but he will also eat the rest of this for lunch on any given day. Now I don't serve him a ton of these. He'll get 4 basically. So, and then like with mac and cheese, he like cans of peas. The same with our giant can of peaches. That gets divided up into stuff for his breakfast or lunch. And then I also put it in cottage cheese or yogurt for my husband. So we also have bacon for a few meals, eggs for a few meals. Our chickens don't produce. If you are out there thinking you're going to get chickens because it's cheaper because they're going to provide you eggs, I am sadly mistaken. We have not gotten an egg since
we got 1.
4 months. As of yesterday, we got 1 egg. 1 egg. But ours are starting to age out of the non-laying stage, so that whole situation will be reassessed in the spring once we are out of freezing temperatures.
All right, moving on.
Okay, all of our cheese products we buy in the block and shred ourselves. So we have sharp cheddar and mozzarella. I don't normally buy this. We normally make it. But for this month, we are trying to just get in the habit of buying this in bulk quantity because this was not an easy task. We also make a 3-cheese grilled cheese. I highly recommend. It is delicious. And then the rest of it will be used for lunches. This is my preferred kind of Parmesan versus the shredded. So if I make a trip to Sam's, this is my preferred. It is so good.
So this is, it's genuinely, they're taking a wheel of Parmesan and shaving it versus like the shredded or grated.
Well, it's also got Asiago and Romano, but it's so good. And everybody's like, use it as a topping. No, I use it as a melty thing because it tastes so good. Our butter, yes, I make my own butter occasionally, but for the pure fact that I bake. We bake our own breads.
And it's cheaper to buy butter than it is to make it.
It really is, because you have to pay $7 for heavy whipping cream. This is for multiple soups.
So if we had a cow, it'd make more sense to make our own butter.
Correct.
But
same
it just
with sour cream, same with cottage cheese, same with all those things.
Yeah.
But I buy it in the sticks because it's easier to measure. And this is not the normal brand I buy. They didn't have the brand that I buy, so this is what I settled on. This was a settling. It's $1.25 a pack. We buy one. They do freeze really, really well, so it'll be one box goes in the fridge, the rest will go in the freezer. We have yogurts, cottage cheese,
ricotta, sour cream.
All of our canned goods, including the diced tomatoes.
Bunch of diced. We got corn, peas, green beans, chilies. There's some beans in there. Paste, soup, crushed.
Our tomato sauce, which we're actually going to divide out and can basically. And then the peaches we'll put in the jar once we open it and put them in the fridge. Or we may vacuum seal some of it. We buy the
big salsa.
So we make a lot of meals that have salsa or cook with salsa as like a seasoning, basically.
As an ingredient.
So we buy the pecani sauce in bulk. We also buy a bunch of pastas. I do intend to make my spaghetti. My sister bought me a pasta press, and it makes spaghetti, fettuccine, and it makes the flat noodles. I'm just not brave enough to start. I haven't made spaghetti in a really long time. So what else do we got? Seasoning. Oh wait, no.
Condiments and powders.
So I bought some protein powder. We have a bunch of frozen bananas, and I was like, what better way than a peanut butter banana protein shake as just a snack or a breakfast or anything like that. I did buy me some Bloom. It was on sale. Coffee in bulk. We are very picky about our coffee, so we've got zero confidence.
We have super low expectations in this coffee, but the coffee that we've been drinking from Aldi has just let us down, and we haven't decided what we're going to do moving forward. We don't know what that's going to be yet for an affordable coffee option. So that's where we're at this month.
Because we normally drink espresso-based coffee, and this is definitely not it. So we'll see. Wish us luck.
So,
All of
and we
our
get
spices.
the world of spices. We had a lot of stuff to refill on. I do notice that we bought 2. So we have the Old El Paso
bought
taco
2?
seasoning,
Oh, I
and we
forgot
bought
we bought
the Members
that.
Mark taco seasoning.
Oh no!
So we're going to be in taco seasoning for life. And then we got our garlic, obviously. Like I was talking about earlier, we're going to using... This will be a cooking salt. This will be cooking pepper. This will be used for our grinder. I have the 2 metal grinders there with salt and pepper in it. Will be used for table side.
And there's grinder
Yeah.
pepper in
And then
the
the grind
pantry.
pepper we already had. But
We use a ton of spices. A ton of
but-
spices.
quite the collection over there.
Okay, let me hop over the cat. Don't mind me.
Having some dog food. Don't mind him.
Okay, carrots, lots of bell peppers, lots of lettuce, bananas, spinach. There's celery down there. There's rice, cauliflower, onions, red kiwis. Not sure what that's about, but okay.
Lemon juice. We have 2 gallons of lemon juice.
We don't have 2 gallons of lemon juice. Okay, macaroni cups for my nephew.
Fruit snacks.
Fruit snacks for the nephew. Oh, more vegetables here. We have lots of salad kits. I like to split the salad kits into 2. And then add the shredded chicken from the rotisserie chickens, and that's my lunch. We also have potatoes. We have several meals like potato soup, baked potatoes, and everything. So buying them by the 10 pounds is cheaper. Nephew stuff. Some of this is stuff for activities. Some of it's just snacks. So like the jumbo marshmallows. He actually prefers the little ones, but I needed a couple of them for like build a snowman. His cookies, because apparently I need cookies in my cookie jar. I don't know why. Puffed corn. This is very good if you want to do a substitute for like Cheetos or whatever. It's dye-free. He loves it.
It's the Clancy's brand from Aldi.
Yeah. Applesauce cups. Graham crackers. We needed this for an activity. Breakfast bars.
Turtles.
The turtles.
More pasta.
More
Various
pasta.
dry goods. Tortillas.
Bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what a month's worth of groceries looks like. I'll be interested to revisit everything in 2 weeks. It'll take at least 2 weeks to get through to where we're starting to see a dent in what we bought. And a lot of it will be the fresh stuff. We do buy a lot of dried, like beans and rice, because we buy it in bulk. You didn't see us buy pinto beans because, what was it, a month ago we bought
Pinto beans, white
Northern
beans,
beans.
rice. That's black beans there.
that needed to be refilled.
And then
So
we
buy that.
come in here and we have, where are they at?
Pinto beans and
Rice and pinto beans. So
So,
we're in good shape on those.
yep, and flour. We buy by the 25-pound bag. The same with sugar. So that stuff we were fully stocked on, as well as this was only the baking stuff that needed to be replenished, which was cornstarch, baking powder, and some yeast packets. Other than that, we're good on that stuff. So yeah, that's what our first month of 2026 grocery shopping trip looked like.
So there we go. We're going to get all this put away. She's going to film a TikTok and get all this put away so we can have some macaroni and cheese with broccoli and sausage for dinner. But we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.